around my jewelry, chase the climate. I went and got that new Maybach, I stay grinding. These can't me, yeah they lying. I ain't even hit my peak, I ain't trying. 100K for assignments. With that paper, got reminded. In my city, no, every time, Fresno City, yeah. Looking out to the new one, so she never had a personal. Hello, everybody. We are live on the TSSAA Round 1 6A Division Playoffs, and I am here with my partner, Caden Landry. I'm Colton Bodwin, and, you know, it is a beautiful night, Caden. And we got playoff football at home in Collierville for the first time since November 5th, 2021.
Dragons are seeking their first playoff win since 2021.
Yeah, seeking their first playoff win at home since 2021. And, you know, Caden, the weather is perfect outside. It stopped raining, and it is 64 degrees and cloudy.
Might get a little breezy here in the afternoon, but that's something that the players will expect because the sun goes down early now.
Daylight savings.
That just adds to the atmosphere here in Collierville. Stands slowly filling up here in Landers Ford Stadium. The band
and
comes
it is
out.
exciting. The Pride of Collierville band making its way onto the field.
Game time set for 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. 14 minutes left until the game takes underway. We have some very important points to bring to you the game.
Oh, yes, the important points so far to the game. Oh, well. We have a short video to play that we will roll here. The Collierville Dragons football team.
I always think it's important. I mean, you know, I grew up here in Collierville, and I think that's number one. I just, you know, I love where I live. I love where I grew up. I love where I coach and teach, and, you know, and my kids are in school here, and, you know, so, I mean, I have bought into this community. I want them to do the same. I remember when I was in high school and playing, I mean, community was a huge thing, and it was really a motivating factor for us even when we played. You know, it was kind of like, hey, you're the show on Friday night, you know, let's give them a show and let's play hard for our town, and our whole town would shut down.
I think it impacted them a lot. You know, the community comes to the ball game. It's a sellout crowd, and so it's good for us to give back to the community. And so I think they learned a lot for life, you know.
Yeah, yes, sir. One of Riccone's philosophies is that he's getting us not just prepared for football, but getting us prepared for life as men. And he puts us in a lot of situations where, you know, we get to do that and really just get to learn life lessons and other things about being a man when, you know, you're out of high school and out of college that will help you in life. I think that it impacts me by really putting me out into a different situation than I'm used to, where I wouldn't say sheltered, but we kind of live the same life every day. You know, it's football, school, and going out and seeing other people in struggles and just being able to help them out and brighten their day really makes you feel better.
So not one of those things that's mandated, forced. I mean, what I tell them is, hey, you know, before the game, I like to kneel down and say the Lord's Prayer. It's what I like to do. And, you know, y'all are welcome to join me. You don't have to. And, you know, I think for the most part, everybody joins in. That, before the game, also started with Coach Cox. You know, that was something that Coach Cox did before games, and I would gladly kneel down with him, and we'd say the Lord's Prayer, and you know, and then you know, it happened in college and everything, but that's you know, that's not a show. That's what I want to do. I like to pray, and I think it's a very important thing, me personally, to, you know, glorify the man upstairs, and that's why I'm doing it. And if everybody's joining in, that's great.
When we pray, I think it's an important thing. Me being a Christian and myself, we had an option whether we want to pray or not, but when we all come together and just humble ourselves before the Lord, I think it's a good team moment. And then especially like before practices, we come together and we pray, and usually I'm one of the people who pray over the team, and I think it allows us to humble ourselves before we face a challenge, and it helps us to know what we need to focus on while also glorifying God.
The ringing the bell, so Coach Paul Cox was legendary football coach here for 33 years. He was my coach. He really built this program from nothing. When he was about a few years away from retiring, over at Osteen, behind the elementary school where we used to play, and they built a victory bell for him, and it's a Paul Cox victory bell. You know, would ring it after every victory, and that was after I graduated, so I didn't get to participate in that. That tradition started down there. Well, when we built this new school, and it was right about the time I came in, you know, as coach, it was like the first question I asked, like, where's our victory bell? Where's our Coach Cox victory bell? That was important to me because he's really probably number one reason why I'm coaching, and now I get the privilege to, you know, do what he did, or at least try to.
Definitely prefer ringing the bell because the chant, we say sometimes I break out in cold sweat. We say it. We don't always just say it after a victory. Sometimes we'll say it in the locker room, but the bell, you know, we won that game.
You know, at least being in the same position is really, I'm very blessed to be in that. So it's a way to honor him, you know, and keep his tradition alive.
Sometimes I break out in cold sweat.
And we are back after that short film. They're getting ready for Dragons kickoff here. As you see, the lights are out at Landers Field.
Some talking points to go over before the game.
Quickly, before the talking points, we'd like to recap the Ring the Bell story. The Collierville Dragons football team, led by head coach Joe Riccone, heads into the playoffs tonight at home since the first time since 2021. While most think the young men are on the field only for football, the story is much deeper. From the beginning of the game huddle to the victory bell ringing, your Dragons honor Collierville every step of the way. First-year Dragon Media students Kyla and Marin bring you the story.
Pregame stats. Rossview Hawks, 8-2, 5-2 in their division. They play in District 7. Their last game was a 24-0 win against Kenwood. And your Collierville Dragons, 9-1, 6-1 in their district, Region 8, of course. Last game was rough. It was a close game, 17-13 loss at Houston. However, the Dragons are undefeated at home, so hopefully that home stretch continues, and we get to ring the Paul Cox victory bell tonight. Your Collierville Dragons are led by quarterback Grant Troutman.
And well, you know, it's hard to bounce back from loss, and we don't got that undefeated momentum bringing us into the playoffs. It's, you know, what you can do facing adversity, facing a loss, coming off of a loss. You haven't faced one all year, and now you're facing one. What can you do coming off of a loss at home in the playoffs? That's what matters, and that's what makes teams great. So you either get bounced here or you go all the way if you're the Dragons. You had your high season of riding that high of the 9-0 start, and you are going off to a hot start, and you're riding momentum all the way through. Sometimes you need a loss to humble you, and that's what makes the good teams great. I mean, there's a lot of great teams out there, and many can't get it done. The 1 seed rarely ends up winning the whole thing when it comes to just how great they are. Patriots, upset by Peyton Manning and the Giants. Undefeated, and they just can't face adversity. They're always looking at the win. You need to face a loss and overcome it. That's what makes teams great.
Some of the best moments in history have come from losses, as the Dragons are huddled under the mascot right now. Coach Riccone leading the pack.
And the student section, well, not quite full, is matching the theme. That is one thing they are doing on this cold night. There is plenty of you watching from at home. The Dragons ready to take the field. TSSAA 6A playoffs, round 1, Rossview, Collierville. Lights go off. Here come your Collierville Dragons. Led out by the Collierville Crazies in what is potentially these seniors' final game.
Yeah, that's something that you also got to think about, Colton, is when you come out on the field tonight, this might be the last time you ever touch this turf. And I know that's in the back of the heads of many of the players here, but if you can shove that aside and think, I will play another game, that will help you get through this match.
And here you go, team captains for your Collierville Dragons tonight. 71, Cooper Sherrod. Number 23, Tristan Earle. Number 3, John Hampton. And number 31, Kylan Holmes. You have people from all over representing the Dragons tonight. You have running back, you have cornerback, you have linemen, and you got 23, Tristan Earle, defensive end.
Right.
And that defensive end for Collierville, man, they are something this year. Well, another key talking point, Samuel Eero led the nation in sacks at one point. I believe he is around 17th now, pending last game with him being injured. After he recorded a sack in the first quarter, he went down with an apparent knee injury, which leads him to be out tonight. Star defensive end who is coming off of a D2 offer from Mississippi College.
Yeah, Eero was a big part of this defensive line, but you know that this defensive line box, the box area is well-rounded, well represented on the depth chart as well. I don't think they're going to have any trouble replacing him, even though 21 sacks, losing that man is going to be rough.
Yeah, losing him is tough, and yeah, no doubt it'll face a challenge, but it's not like they're short-staffed on that side of the ball. You have number 82, Caleb Woods, a player that we will highlight throughout the night, making a start, his first start all season, coming in round 1 of the playoffs. Junior, he will be on that defensive line starting next year, and he is getting a chance to prove it for this year.
Of course, coaches love that when you can get a junior out there on the field, because they know if you can they can get you started on that field early, that you're going to boom your senior year. The the limit is only as far as you put out on the field. And the referee is talking to the captains right now for each team. Presents the coin, both teams.
We will see how this game starts, whether it be Collierville on offense first or Rossview on offense.
Rossview elects to defer the ball, I believe.
Dragon fans, we are pleased to welcome you this evening to Collierville High School. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics.
Yes, Collierville Dragons will receive the ball first. Rossview won the toss and decided to defer it to the second half, as the Dragons will huddle up here on the sideline to pray in their sense of camaraderie. The captains will exit to each side, handshakes on both sides.
Something they talked about in the video is getting down on the knee and praying, a long-led Collierville Dragons tradition for this football team. Something that is held dear to Coach Riccone and has been passed down, and what he said, as mentioned in the video, is one of the reasons he got into coaching is from that previous coach.
Right, community is everything here in Collierville. I mean, people show up here every night. As you can hear them in the background there. There's no shortage of love for this Dragons team.
And the student section just got a lot fuller after the full crazies came in there. I mean, it is not at max capacity, but they don't expect all the freshmen and everyone to show out for this game. But the thing that is highlighted is the community. There is way more people up here in the stands than in the student section. The town of Collierville is what's coming out and supporting. So it's not only a school student thing. It is more than a student. It is more than just a single school. It's the whole community, and that's what Riccone has worked so hard to build here in Collierville.
As we see Grant Troutman here right in front of us, about 20 feet, warming
no
up.
kidding.
Looking nice, looking fresh. Coming off a rough loss. I mean, he did good.
No, he did not. He threw 3 picks, Caden.
Well,
what game were you watching?
He flashed signs, but I'm sure he's going to bounce back well. Houston's defense is rough, or is hard to play against.
You can hope he'll bounce back well, but man, last game was really John Hampton, and the offense struggled. They could not get going no matter what they tried. They tried running it, they tried passing it, and they just couldn't get going. And you hope that's not the case tonight, and you hope offensive coordinator White and Riccone, watching this film, has been able to break down this Rossview D like they have to many teams all year, and they will be able to get going early this night.
Speaking about breaking down Rossview is a run-heavy offense. Run, Charlie, run pretty much. They spread the ball out on the run. Not much passing going on, so I'm sure that was much discussion in the locker room.
Yeah, they average about 70 passing yards a game, and they have 5 people who average 20-plus rushing yards a game, including one guy who runs for around 50 a game. And that's also what the Dragons have. You know, they do have John Hampton, who averages about 56 a game. And awaiting the kickoff here, the Dragons will receive first. The bell's ringing. And we are underway. 6A Division football. Looks like we are not underway.
Let's try that one again, Colton.
Gonna call again, second time. Hopefully better than the first.
Would have been good field position, but it's gonna be even better field position now. They're backing them up.
So after I say we're underway, you got the other thing. What you're gonna say?
All
Watch
right.
this. Watch this. Setting up at home. It's like a LeBron D Wade alley we're about to hit here. Moved them back. So the Dragons will start off with good field position here now against Rossview. Dragons versus the Hawks. Backing them up. Number 15, me and Caden were talking before this game. This guy is at least 22 years old. And we are underway now.
6A Division football starts now.
Eric Tay Walden back to return. He takes it. Ball's out. Jumps quickly back on it. That could have been the Dragons avoid a disastrous start like they did last week at Houston, where he returned it after a fumble out to the 7, where then the Dragons end up throwing a pick 6 on the first drive. So fumbles it again on the kickoff, but Dragons have good field position. Call it around the 37-yard line, 36, I believe is the official spot. And Grant Troutman and your Dragons take the field.
Troutman trouts onto the field. Ooh, tramps on. No. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Trots, yes.
There we go. Troutman averages 163 yards per game passing. Not like, I think it was like 15 rushing. Troutman takes a snap, throwing to start the game. Finds Hampton out to the side, makes a man miss. Quickly wrap up on him for a gain of maybe 1.
Yeah, Colton. Riccone likes to implement the little flat routes from the running back. Easy yards, gets the quarterback settled in pretty quick here. As Troutman looks to the sideline.
An audible they use a lot, actually, for the quarterback is looking to the sideline.
3 wide receivers on the left. Handoff. And
Great blocking. He's loose. The 50 to the 40. Big 19-yard run there. Straight up the middle from John Hampton.
John Hampton's short but powerful. He can run fast and he can run big.
John Hampton standing at 5'7", but he is 190 pounds. Hampton takes again. He's loose again. Past the 45 to the 31-yard line.
Colton, the band couldn't even get their song off before we got another first down. We're just moving along here.
And that is something the Dragons looked to get going last game that they failed, but it looks like they're getting it going early this game. Is that run game behind that powerful Dragons offensive line?
Troutman takes the snap. Handoff again. If it
And
ain't
they
broke,
just
don't
keep on
fix it.
moving. Past the 20. Inside the 20, Dragons red zone offense now. Call it 13 and a first down, Dragons.
Colton, something we saw in previous games was the Dragons either found success in the outside runs or inside runs and nothing in between.
Number
and so
14,
far,
Kaysen Stanford, audible at quarterback. Troutman out the game for now, I believe. Something you don't see. Or is he lined up? Is that him out there? Can't see from here. High snap. Troutman gets it. I mean, I'm so used to saying Troutman. That's Stanford. Kaysen Stanford. A guy who we might be seeing a lot next year.
ooh, that false start actually saved them, Colton. That was a really high snap.
Yeah, Kaysen Stanford, I mean, there's a difference. It's got to be a huge difference for the center. Kaysen Stanford standing at 5'10", and Troutman 6'4". So, you know, they're used to the snap being a little high. Stanford will be battling with Braden Santabananas next year. Hampton to the 14.
Like I said, Colton, they haven't been able to stop it, so keep it going.
Bring up second down and 8 for the Dragons.
Dragons have it in the red zone. Second down. Troutman snaps. Might as well hand it off again. Ooh, big hit to the right leg there for Hampton, but he's going to keep it rolling.
They call it a first down, maybe? No, they mark him just short by a yard. 3rd and 1 Dragons.
Colton, you want to know what they're going to do here?
Third down and short.
If I got to take a guess, they're going to run it.
Yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd run it. Oh, man.
Inside the 5, that's a first down, Dragons.
That leaves the Dragons with a 1st and goal, and this is where you might maybe see a run. See a run, maybe. Could be.
Potential run here. Well, they do take Hampton out of the game. No, they don't. He just came off the screen. They bring in extra blockers. Number 6, Marshall Smith Jr.
Yeah, man, they're in jumbo formation here.
Yeah,
Golly.
man. Pitch. Believe that is Luke Roeder. Luke Roeder, 2-yard rush down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Colton, that is something we're seeing with the newer offense. The newer football is more of these jet sweep, screen, triple option kind of plays. We don't really, most of the time back in the day, it was just stand in the pocket and pass, but it's exciting to see this new football.
And it's a run. Hampton in. Touchdown, Dragons. Opening drive touchdown for John Hampton and the Collierville Dragons. Ran it down the whole way. Just kept pounding the ball. Touchdown Dragons.
If I were to write a book on this first drive here, just this first drive, it'd be run, touchdown.
John Hampton got, I think, every single touch. They threw the 2-yard,
Except for that jet sweep.
oh yeah, besides Luke Roeder's jet sweep, he got every touch. So John Hampton, apparently, I mean, I believe that would be the game plan, to get John Hampton going, and that is a huge start for the Dragons against this Rossview team who allows only 9 points per game.
Yeah, Colton, that was a beautiful drive there. That took about 4 minutes off the clock. That's the drive you want. You want to get, you want to get first down, second down, first down, second down.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Gets your offense going, run 20 yards, perfect. Run 15 yards, good. Run 8 yards. It's like moving the ball downfield efficiently and quickly is what they want and is what they got on that drive.
Right, and I know sometimes, I mean, every time that those one-play touchdowns are amazing, but sometimes you need to get your players in there to be warmed up, right?
Yeah,
your quarterback only throws one pass. Well, if he only throws 10 passes a half, then eventually it's going to catch up to him. So that was a nice drive by the Dragons. Grayson Linton back to kick. Ooh, and he onside kicks it. Ooh, and he almost got it on the sideline here. Riccone calling up some trick plays. Man, that was close. He dove for the ball on the left sideline around the 48-yard line, I guess. That was almost going to be a big play.
That is one thing you will not be able to see in the NFL with the new kickoff rules. Stuff like that,
Oh, of course, yes, it went out of bounds. So that is going to be a flag for common rules.
What the Saints did to open up the second half in the 2009 Super Bowl against the Colts. Onside kick, and they got it. Huge momentum shift to the game. That's what Riccone was looking to do. Get the ball right back. And that is their quarterback running the ball, of course, for Rossview. One of the 5 people who does average 20 yards, number 7. Their quarterback, he's like a dual threat, really. He averages like 25 rushing yards, 70 passing yards. He has an 8-touchdown, 8-pick, season so far. So it's a 1-in-1 ratio, really. Throws a touchdown, throws a pick. Throws a touchdown, throws a pick.
All right, so if we limit the touchdowns, naturally we're gonna.
Reed Bryant fakes it, looking to throw. Bryson Johnson chasing him out. Number 33 pushes him out of bounds. Bang! Big hit. Number 38 on the Dragons. That was Joseph Myers. And there is a flag thrown, but man, Joseph Myers setting the tone early. He was chased out of bounds by Kylan Holmes, 31, after being pushed out of the pocket by number 90, Bryson Johnson. But that late hit was delivered by Joseph Myers.
Honestly, I know it's kind of dirty, but it's gonna strike fear in your opponent. And they are gonna call the personal foul against him, and that'll bring the football forward 15 yards. So most of their yardage now in the game has come from flags. Actually, they got 10 yards on the out of bounds kick flag and 15 yards on the personal foul. So hopefully the Dragons, that's what kills teams, is teams will give up too many yards on the penalty. Rossview checks the audible on their wrists. Ball snapped. Looks like a quarterback run, and it is swallowed up.
About 2 yards.
Colton, that's not something you see often. All the wide receivers have play cards on their wrist, and all the offensive linemen. Wonder what the trip to Academy was. We need 35 play cards, please. I mean, it's efficient. They all know their plays. Quarterback, man in motion behind. Snaps the ball. Throws it out to the right. And it is quickly eaten up. Beautiful tackle right to the knees. He is not going anywhere. That actually might have been a loss of yardage. Read that like a book. Joseph Myers, beautiful tackle. And that brings up 3rd down for the Collierville Dragons.
That big D line with Caleb Reed on it, too. And there it is, 82, Caleb Woods setting the edge, taking over for Euro next to Bryson Johnson and, of course, Tristan Ewell. And they are loud here behind us. Town of Collierville, not even the student section. Bryant takes a snap. Ewell pressured, knocked down. Bryson Johnson, or Caleb Woods, jumps on it. It was a fumble. Dragons football.
Jaden Majors coming in there with the pressure. You see him set the edge there, and the left tackle has no choice but to just follow his back while he dominates the quarterback, forcing the fumble.
Swear that was 23 Ewell, because he was the one on the edge. I think Majors was the linebacker. I believe that was caused by Tristan Ewell, jumped on by Caleb Woods. Look at Caleb Woods, got the chain on, getting congratulated right there by Eero, the guy who he's filling in for. He's got the turnover chain on.
And Rossview is forced to take a timeout. They have nothing to do, but after that quick, swift, it's like stealing candy from a baby.
Coach gets a picture of Woods with the chain on, and that is a guy we will be loving to commentate for next year. Caleb Woods, setting the edge, the Ville, chain around his neck. And Ewell has one on, so it was 23, so they both got one.
Stand
one for
corrected.
the forced fumble, one for the fumble recovery.
You know,
Tristan Ewell.
when they're flying off that edge that fast, can't even hardly see the numbers.
Senior DN, he is quick. And the defense is something that, you know, they are very connected. They are very well worked. Every single time, every single drive, they come out or come off the field, they all go around the bench and they all talk.
Yeah.
Every single drive, no matter who they play, no matter what the score is, they are always huddling up the whole defense right there in a group, talking with the coaches.
These benches, they point them to face each other like a chapel style.
And who would have guessed? Handoff Hampton. 5-yard gain.
Yeah, you couldn't tell already, folks at home. Hampton's going to be a big, big part of this game.
Big part of the rest of the playoff run for this Dragons, the
Yeah,
way they've
maybe.
been wanting to get this run going. I mean, the offensive line has been so dominant this year, and they're showing 3 at the line. Here we go, Hampton breaks a tackle. Should be a first.
Number 3, Jonathan Hampton on the carry across the
And this is just an error on the Rossview side. If you only put 3 men in the box,
That is a Collierville Dragons first down.
if you only put 3 men in the box, naturally Hampton's going to run all over you, and he is going to be subbed out for number 29, Eric Ely.
Yeah, man, they're guarding like an air raid offense here. Like they got 3 safeties back. They got 3 corners. They got 2 middle linebackers, and they got 3 on the line.
This is
Why not
interesting.
keep running if you got 3 against 5? Like, just look at the numbers here. Out to Emmanuel Palmer. Palmer makes a man miss, shakes him off. He keeps going. He's on his feet. Palmer out of bounds. Believe he got the first down. Couldn't really tell.
Good play by Palmer. Both
Called a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1.
Good play by Palmer. Both middle linebackers actually collapse in there, so it was really kind of like a 5-man rush is what we're seeing. So there wasn't any help there on the edge for the Rossview secondary. Grant Troutman back to pass. He's trying to unload deep. It is caught. Caught by number 18, I believe. Nick Graham, number 18. If you saw, obviously Grant saw something that we didn't, because he was gonna unload downfield, but it got swallowed up quickly.
Trust
and
me,
he got that nice.
we didn't see anything there. I had no idea.
Yeah, Troutman was looking deep, and he decided to do the right thing.
Troutman takes a snap. Handoff.
That is John Hampton again. He just keeps powering that left side between the tackle and the guard. There's no point in going on the outside if the middle linebackers are going to collapse, or sorry, if they're going to fold out there. So
Inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. I mean, to the 9. 2nd and goal. Or 2nd down. My bad. 2nd down. Another handoff to Hampton. 3rd and 1, they call it. Riccone signaling for substitution. They're putting in a new group.
This is something new we've seen from Riccone. He seems more aggressive with the substitutions in the playoffs, and that might be a new game plan they're going to implement.
Yeah,
for the rest
keeping
of this.
guys fresh. Troutman takes a snap, handoff, punches it down the middle, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Good job by Hampton. When you're not quite, your knees aren't quite down, and everyone's just coming in there trying to punch the ball, it's hard to keep your hands on it, but Hampton just does such a good job of keeping, preventing not fumbling, knock on wood, as that'll leave the Dragons within a yard and a half here. Troutman is going to take it, snaps it, claps twice, hands it off to Hampton. Who would have thought? And he is going to rumble his way in for a touchdown, Dragons.
Walks into the end zone. Another touchdown, John Hampton. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns. John Hampton getting started early, and he is moving.
Yes, it seems like this Rossview defensive end and middle linebacker core can't quite seem to keep up with Hampton's antics. Ball snapped, ball is up, and ball is good. 14-0, Dragons 0, Rossview Hawks. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in this 1st quarter.
The pride of Collierville band blasting. Another thing Joe Riccone has talked about, huge impact on the games at Collierville band. He loves that band. He loves the students. He loves the community.
Rossview.
Good start. Good start for these Dragons.
Right, of course, 14-0. 14 in the 1st quarter is always nice, especially after only scoring about 14 against, Houston, yeah.
Come off that loss. Yeah, I was talking to Caleb Woods today, and he was talking. He said Eero's definitely out this game. They don't know the status for next playoff game after they win.
Eero looks active on the sideline, so it's not like he's totally, yeah.
He's moving. He's not immobile. I mean, he's walking up and down, but he's definitely walking a little bit of a limp. You can tell
gingerly.
Yeah, tell that gingerly. You tell that knees hurt. Got the brace on, hoping for a speedy recovery from him, and just see how far these Dragons can go in the playoffs, and hopefully it's all the way. I believe, I will pull up the bracket, but they play the winner of Bartlett and some other team. We'll figure it out shortly.
Man in motion, number 5. Fake jet sweep, and it is a sack.
Yeah, taken down immediately. One thing that they rely on is the run, and one thing you can't rely on here is, running against the Dragons.
Right, number 50, Caleb Reed, is going to be awarded with the sack. Look at number 0. Playing tackle there for Rossview, has a big man, but they can't quite seem to hold down this defensive line here for the Dragons.
No, yeah, you can't stop this D-line for the Dragons. One thing they can do is stop the run. They go for the pass over his head, out of bounds. 3rd down for Rossview. And we can provide live updates after games go final. So the winner of this game the winner of Collierville Rossview will play the winner of Germantown Clarksville.
That's a matchup I would like to see. Either of those teams.
Yeah, man, Germantown at home again. We will provide, when we get the results of Houston, Dickinson County, and Kirkwood, Bartlett, we will provide those results too. Caught, number 12, for Rossview, Damian Wilson. 1st down, Rossview. And so far, Clarksview Germantown is scoreless going into the 2nd quarter. we go, number 7, Reed Bryant takes a snap. QB draw, bounces it to the outside. He's got room. A.J. Green, number 2, push him out. He lays the shoulder down. He's getting hype. He's talking to them. Believe he is short of the first down, so it will be 2nd and 2 Rossview. And if you're Collierville, you're hoping for a Germantown win so you can keep this home field advantage. I believe Clarksville is the 1 seed coming out of that District 7 region. So if you're Collierville, you are hoping Germantown gets it done because you played them and you beat them easily. Or maybe that was the rain game where it was muddy at Germantown. Here we go. He breaks it loose. Pushed out of bounds by number 8. Luke Roeder. He does play both sides of the ball, but that was number 3 on the carry for Rossview, C.J. Stuckey. First and 10 Hawks. Handoff, number 3. Hands it off to a tight end, I believe. Little trick play. Quarterback to running back to tight end. Takes up the middle for 2nd down and 4. 6. My apologies. I was looking at this Germantown game. It's about halfway there, and they are going to Dragons territory at the 26-yard line. Reed Bryant. Timeout. First timeout of the game. No timeout. Official timeout to say no noise from Jumbotron when the other team's got the ball.
Or the band, maybe. I'm not sure. Handoff. Ooh, swallowed up by the neck. And some fighting going on. Number 70 of Rossview.
Yeah.
Getting a little chippy there. A little frustration seeping through this team.
Reed Bryant ran it for about 9 yards and got a little excited, started yelling and flexing and all that when, he put his shoulder down, got out of bounds, absorbed that contact. But, it was just him earlier who got laid out by Joseph Myers, which drew the flag. Takes it up the middle. That is number 3, C.J. Stockey. And he is short of first down. Stuckey, who had the big run to get them in this field position earlier.
Colton Tristan wraps up yet another tackle here.
Yeah, that guy is something special. Ewell is all over the place always.
4th down for the Dragons, or for the Rossview, sorry. Let's see what they do here.
They got Stuckey in the backfield with Damian Wilson out to the right. Reed Bryant, you can see the camera shaking from the crowd, stomping. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Dragons take over.
Man, these Dragon ends, defensive ends are something.
And that had to be who else but Tristan Ewell. Coming off of that left end, swallowing him up and getting the tackle for loss, getting the ball back for your Collierville Dragons.
Colton, that was a long defensive drive, but it paid off in the end.
Let up a few big plays. Getting fired up on the sideline here, this Dragons defense. The camera was shaking from this town of Collierville stomping on the bleachers.
Trotman has to come out here with a new level of confidence, you would think.
Another handoff. Hampton stays on his feet momentarily before getting taken down for about 3-yard gain. Dragons will let the clock run down. That should be the end of the first quarter. 10 seconds left. And they will let it run down at the end of the first quarter. Dragons 14. Hawks 0. Hampton has 2 touchdowns early to get him on the board. probably well over, call it like, I'd say he has at least 50 yards so far, probably more.
Yeah, and 2 touchdowns, of course.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying he averages about 56 a game, so.
Yeah, he's living up to it.
Got that in the first quarter. Huge first quarter, and that is what I wrote down here on what you want to do if you're the Dragons to start the game. I was writing down key talking points or key moments for the Dragons and what you want. I was writing, you want an explosive offense early, and you want to set the tone early. You got the playoff atmosphere. You're playing at home for the first time since 2021, and you got to learn how to play without Ero. I mean, I was writing down the defenses were a big factor, and you expect to see a low-scoring game with the Dragons allowing 8 points a game on average and Rossview allowing 9. The Dragons were undefeated at home coming into this game and still will be, hopefully, after this game. As the cheerleaders throw T-shirts into the stands for this playoff event.
Oh man, I want a T-shirt.
I don't think you are missing out on here. And the pride of Collierville band, now that the Dragons have the ball, you're allowed to play. Now, Troutman with the ball. Hampton takes it. Up the middle. Not as effective as earlier, but he still gets there. About 3rd and 2 to go. And if you are the Dragons, what is your plan here? Do you keep running it and hope to get these 2 yards, or do you try to catch them by surprise and do the pass?
I mean, you run it down, you run Hampton to the ground, and then bring in your backup running back, and he'll run you to the ground. Doesn't matter who you put in there. This front line for the Dragons is very well-rounded as well.
Troutman takes a snap. Hampton up the middle. He gets there. 2 yards, and more. He breaks it loose. Going down. Flag is thrown, however, inside Rossview's 45.
And it looks like it's going to be on the Dragons as Troutman's going to stay in the backfield. That's a killer.
Man, yeah. Whole offense. Hampton sprints down there in the first down, taking it into opponent's territory, and a huge gain. All set back by a holding. And that is on Cooper Sherrod, captain and star lineman. Junior has another year to play here. He got offered by Tulane last year as a sophomore.
Yeah, that's nice. In the back of your head as a sophomore, knowing that you have a D1 offer is just always—it's always comforting on the field. Knowing
Yeah,
that
only getting better going forward here.
exactly.
Troutman takes a snap, drops back, scrambling, looks, throws. And he finds a man for a first down, I believe. That is Bradley Stubbs for Dragons, first down.
First down.
And this is a run by Eric Ely.
Yeah, you can't. Unfortunately,
2nd and 7.
unfortunately, that we can't have Hampton on in the backfield every play, however much we would like it. But Ely is, and Hampton's back, just as I say that. Yeah. Ely is a very, very well-rounded, sufficient replacement for Hampton. Troutman.
Looking, throwing, Troutman, incomplete. That will bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Dragons. And you would hope to keep the offense, hot and get another touchdown here and convert. But you have a comfortable lead here. So nothing to really stress over. Not a huge 3rd down.
And Colton, this is the dead zone in the field where you don't know if you go for it on a 4th down or not.
But you got John Hampton.
He will make sure that you don't have to make that decision because, he will just convert for you.
About 12-yard gain and a Dragons first down.
Colton
takes it into Rossview territory at their 48, Caden.
I can just imagine Riccone sitting on his play sheet, just checking, marking all the run plays. So we're going to do the same.
Halfback draw.
Yes.
Halfback draw. Halfback draw.
It works. And I don't know when Rossview's going to learn.
Troutman takes a snap, and it will be a throw this time. Deep downfield, he fires. He goes up and gets it. number 18, Nick Graham, Jr.
And
Go up and get one.
And that's what makes these Collierville wideouts just so amazing. Is even through the contact, I felt like there might have been a little DPI right there, full arm extension, but even through the contact, he separates himself from the cornerback and just plants the feet there and gets a couple more steps, actually, and that'll leave Collierville with a beautiful field position, 1st and goal.
Yeah, from about the 6, but man, he sees one-on-one coverage and he just tosses it up, says go up and get one, big fella, and he comes down with it.
That's also another positive concept about running run so often, running run plays, is that the play action is just going to be even more effective because the defensive line almost gets so baited into trying to get
especially
to the
middle
running back as quick.
linebackers and that safety help. That's the main part. Defensive line always stays on there, but when you can start drawing those safeties and middle linebackers and recognizing that, seeing the one-on-one coverage and seeing the opportunities you get as Hampton keeps it moving, gets stopped in his tracks at the 2-yard line. 3rd and 2 Dragons. 3rd and goal Dragons from the 2. But no, yes, when you see those safeties come down, you start to notice the middle linebackers and everyone shift in, and you can see that you will get that one-on-one coverage with your 6'4" tight end, Nick Graham, tight end wide receiver on the outside. Yeah, you could just go lob one up to him every once in a while. 6'4" can come down, bring one in like that.
Colton, this is another dead zone where around the 50 is a dead zone and around the 1's a dead zone where you're like, do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Fumbles it. Hampton picks it up off of Troutman's hands and walks in. John Hampton, number 3 touchdowns first half.
That was a...
I mean, you saw it here on the live stream. I mean, you saw him fumbling that snap. He caught it, and he tried to go to handoff, and he picks his hands up, he bobbles it, and Hampton sees him bobbling and just takes it right out of the air.
Technically, if you are writing that in the play sheet, that is a direct halfback snap. I think is what we're going to count that as. Because it really kind of just played like hot potato in Grant Troutman's hands, and it was kind of just Hampton just took it out of his hands and ran with it. Touchdown. Hey, Colton.
Yeah, 21-0.
I think I know he's going to be ringing the bell tonight.
Let me guess who's ringing that bell. 3 touchdowns, 21 unanswered Dragons, all from the same man. Star-studded performance so far from John Hampton. He looks to keep it going.
Dragon Band belting out the Collierville Dragon March.
We now have an update on the Germantown-Clarksville game. We will get another home game if Germantown wins, but if Clarksville wins, I believe we will be at Clarksville undefeated, because I believe they're the 1 seed of the District 7. So we are hoping, oddly enough, for a Germantown win.
Right.
Bartlett, 14-7 over Kirkwood, the 2 seed out of District 7.
Kirkwood is the team that Rossview just beat before coming into this game, so you know it's all connected. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6 paces to the right for number 95, Grayson Linton. Ball's up on the tee, and it is off. Beautiful kick, spins perfectly. 21-0 Dragons. 8:30 left in the clock here. Troutman is a towering man. You can basically see him over the entire line.
Yeah, you can see him wherever he's at on the field. 6'4".
That's the ideal, perfect quarterback build, actually. 6'1" to 6'4". Troutman fits all the parameters. Of course, Troutman played behind Aiden Glover last year, so he got that nice experience, and you know, he's doing pretty okay.
Oddly enough, there's no live update on the Houston-Dickinson County game. You can only imagine what Houston's going to do to them.
I hope Dickinson pulls out the upset.
Now they change it, 7-0 Kirkwood over Bartlett. We will figure it out.
Direct
bounce it to the outside. Quarterback taken down by Caleb Woods. 4-yard loss. Correction again. 14-7 Bartlett in the second quarter.
Caleb Woods is filling the shoes of Samuel Earl pretty nicely, I would say.
Oh yeah, man. He's playing well today.
Loss of 4 will bring up 2nd and 14 for the Dragons, or for the Rossview Eagles, Dragons defense.
And Collierville making the drive out to Clarksville, something they did last year in the first round of the playoffs. They did come away with the win last year, and they would hope to do it again this year if they face them. Number 11 on the carry, that is number 11, Chris Johnson.
Number 11, Chris Johnson on the carry.
Doesn't get much, about 5 yards. It will be a 3rd and 8 for the Rossview Hawks on their own 16-yard line.
Yeah, Chris Johnson.
Nope, on their own 23. The board says 16.
Chris Johnson is a big man, but we haven't seen much of him today because this defense has just been
shutting everyone down. Looks to make the throw. Picked off. Number 31 to the 15. Kylan Holmes.
That's another pick for him. Colin Holmes leads this team in interceptions with 4. Now make it 5. That is going to be nice for the stat line.
5 picks. Bit of Spanish out there. Bilingual.
Can you shout out Colton's Spanish teacher?
Miss Mary Price.
She's proud of you.
5 pick out there for Kylan Holmes. Gets the big takeaway. Dragons have it at the 15. And they call it late hit on the quarterback of Rossview. That would be Reed Bryant.
Yeah, that's something.
Kylan Holmes out here with the turnover chain.
That's something that the Dragons do well, is they will put frustration into the other team, and we've seen it across all the games that we've have a pleasure to announce. Is these late hits will start to come in because they just feel so much frustration that they can't handle it.
It does feel like every game we announce there is, some sort of late hit, unsportsmanlike conduct, sideline penalty going on. Hampton looking for a hole, bounce.
Oh, he had him wide
open. Yeah,
open.
Fooled me, man. I thought that was a run. And he missed number 6, Marshall Smith Jr., the tight end, coming off of a block. And you see him out there a lot, setting the edge and giving Troutman more time and creating more holes and space for Hampton.
Great Troutman's pass.
Man, Smith is mad, and Troutman's mad, but Smith almost had a touchdown. Almost had a touchdown. Just got taken away from errant throw by Troutman. Hand off to Hampton. Can we get another one? Ooh, he was close.
Inside the 2 to the 1-yard line. Jonathan Hampton.
Number 3, Jonathan Hampton on the carry inside the 2-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, Dragons, and from the 2, what do you think? Make it 4. Hampton, 4. And there's a signal. Ring the bell, Hampton.
Colton, what's 4 in Spanish?
Quattro touchdowns, Hampton. You got quattro touchdowns and 5 picks.
There you go.
Kylan Holmes, John Hampton. The Dragons now have 2 turnovers early in the first half. As well as 4 touchdowns, all from John Hampton. Have him on your fantasy team tonight. He drills it, man. Someone who doesn't get a lot of credit, Grayson Litton. It's nice you score a touchdown and you got one immediately after.
Of course, Grayson Litton can drill a ball from every spot on the field for you.
I believe he had 2 field goals last week from around 40-something. We were there at Houston. He's a very talented kicker, and we'll love to see him where he goes. I believe he might go somewhere for kicking.
I mean, I believe he's ranked a 5-star. So
that's the punter. That is Gavin Grant.
Sorry. He should be ranked a 5-star. He's amazing.
Oh, yeah, he drills everything out.
Exactly. Dragons are up 28-0 in the second quarter with 6.5 minutes left to go. Of course, the Intercom announcing all of our amazing sponsors. Grayson Litton will have the pleasure of knocking it into the other team's end zone as he will send the ball off here with a seismic lead for the Dragons.
Yeah, man, 28-0 in the playoffs. That is something special. Dragons obviously learning how to bounce back from that loss. And this dominant Dragons defense. Little squib kick off the bounce, fumbles it for a minute.
Might as well.
Yeah, big hit. Takes them down. Gives them solid field position, but, you know, give them whatever they can have because they have not been able to move this ball. So you're willing, you know, after seeing how the game's been going, you can start to take risks like that. You can start to, you know, do these onside kicks that he was doing and do these squib kicks and try whatever you want. Take these one-on-one shots, all because of, like, you know, the opportunities that you've been able to create because of how dominant you've been playing so far.
Right. Now this is Ricconi's time in the lab now.
Yeah, see what works, see what doesn't work. This is where you can start to, you know, figure out what's looking good. Another tackle for loss. Chased down by, I believe, 23. That was 21, Plumlee.
Chris Johnson on the carry, tackled by number 21, Tristan Plumlee.
Nice.
Yes, cornerback coming in there.
Yeah.
Lucky he's not in the NFL because they just banned hip drop tackles, and that was a hip drop tackle right there.
Oh, for sure. But, you know.
Which is a highly contested rule, of course.
Lucky he's not in the NFL.
He will be one day, don't worry.
Reed Bryant takes a snap, fakes a handoff, keeps it, going nowhere.
Jaden Majors leading the pack there on a stuff, but it was a combination of about
Majors,
5 of them.
Yeah, Majors, Johnson. I saw Woods in there. I saw Ewell in there. There's about everybody from the D-line and more. 3rd and 10. They have not been able to get any movement of the ball. And you can only imagine they'd throw it here.
Yeah, they haven't thrown it much, honestly. It's really been, they utilize a lot of option plays. A lot of options and jet sweeps. And
the second half is going to be horrible for them, just taking the moment to realize that their season is over.
Not quite yet. I mean, we still have a half of football to play. And it looks like it is going to be a false start. And that is going to back him up 5 more yards.
Yeah, you can't do that. Once you get set as a lineman, you can't just stand back up and look over. Everyone else on their team looks up at the side, and I see the lineman goes out of his position, stands up, and looks. They take the time out instead, but yeah. Man, starting to get chilly out here.
Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. It's the breeze, you know, with the sun down so early, you know, the warmth from it is gone, so you can't.
Should slow down these offenses and should, you know, create lower scoring games going forward.
You know who it's not slowing down? John Hampton, because he's on fire.
Yeah, I mean.
Fuego, as they would say.
On fuego.
Man, we're like Hispanic demons right now.
This is a beautiful camera angle. Oh, yes. You know, the camera angles are only getting better as the game goes on. Something that I criticize, but I will give credit when credit is due. Low snap. QB draw, takes up the middle. Big hit, number 22, Patrick Bellew. The quarterback, he's still on his feet. He tries running. It's like, dude, they blew the whistle. You were being held by like 3 people. They will send out the punt team. I mean, at one point in the game, you just got to start going for it.
I don't know, with John Hampton in the backfield, it's like an Ashton Genty clone back there. You can't really stop him.
Yeah, man, he is really unstoppable.
Might as well have him score a touchdown starting from your own 25 and your 40.
And this looks like it could get blocked. I have no idea what's going on here.
So it seems like they're pulling from their bag of tricks as well, because why not? Ooh, almost did get blocked. That was a nice punt,
yeah,
though.
They had, like, muffs it. Picked up by the Dragons. Man, scramble for the ball. He tried to catch it over his head, rolls off the fingertips of number 21, Tristan Plumlee, who is back there. And 31, I believe, is the one who falls on it, and that is none other than Kylan Holmes. He lays on it, so not the best field position now, starting at your own 6 after the muffed punt. But yeah, Kylan Holmes just pushes him, you know, pushes the Rossview gunner away from the ball, then dives on it. Covers up. Dragons ball at the 6. And if I had to guess, they'd run it.
Yeah, I mean, John Hampton, 90
Wish we had, like,
touchdown.
live stats here. Just, like, 16 rushing attempts. And it is a run.
Just
About
can't-
5 yards. So 2nd and call it 5.
I would say he's averaging about, what, 6 or 7 yards a carry?
Yeah, man, he is just running through everything right now.
I would say running through a brick wall, but there's not much of a wall that he's running through because this defensive line for Rossview's been lackluster, to say
Handoff
best way.
Hampton. There it is. Breaks it loose to the 30, the 40. Chased down by number 2 from Rossview. That is Hank Reeser.
It almost seems like Hampton isn't running as fast because he's doing so good. It seems like he's
Yeah, he
outrunning
broke through.
himself. Yeah.
He broke through, just gets chased down, but after a big gain to the Dragons 48. So starting on your 6 and running 3 plays and getting to your 48 isn't the worst. And deep pass. Palmer misses him. Throws it a little too far, but intended for Palmer, it is incomplete.
Yeah, now when you're up 4 scores, you might as well just send it deep.
Yeah, take a shot when you got Emmanuel Palmer one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, and we have some tall wide receivers, Colton. I feel like
no
we need to
kidding.
utilize the one-on-one ball even more because they can get up there and just get way over the head of the defender.
I mean, you want to utilize it, but it could be incomplete. But then you got Hampton, who can just get about 7 yards of carry. Yeah, Eric Ely takes up the middle, probably about 5. But they're like, when Hampton's tired, that's where I say utilize the one-on-one.
Gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Dragons offense on their own. Technically they're in Rossview's 49-yard line.
Yeah, in Rossview territory. 3rd down.
Everything's Rossview territory for this Dragons offense.
And the Dragons offense, after looking flat last game, White, coordinator, pulls it together, put up a beautiful first half of football. And the beautiful first half has consisted of running every play.
Run. Deep pass, catch, run.
The deep pass, that was a crazy catch. Just went up and got him. Had a perfect view of it from here.
4th down, Dragons. Might as well. Trying to get him off sides. Troutman looks to the sideline. Switches it up. Troutman smacks it. Troutman looks to the sideline again.
Yeah, I might just call a timeout, try to get him to jump here.
Yeah, I feel like and those end up what that ends up what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Collierville fans, all timeouts are Ortho 1 timeouts. Ladies and gentlemen, this timeout is sponsored by Ortho 1.
And apparently all timeouts are Ortho 1 timeouts, if you didn't know, as he says it over the loudspeaker.
Ortho 1, we're giving you extra advertising.
Yeah, man. Every single timeout is an Ortho 1 timeout.
Also, Dragon fans, a reminder. We'll have a halftime
Trying to think of some more fun Spanish words.
for Dragon students to win Grizzly tickets, the Central Church Kick It for tickets, and the Excel Performance and Wellness Hamster Ball Roll Thing, which we have.
The helmets are grease.
It'll be exciting, so stick around for halftime.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna embarrass myself with the pronunciation. And looks like the Dragons will still be going for it on 4th down. Troutman takes it. He's going to lower. He's going to pump fake. Oh, my goodness. Oh! Troutman couldn't decide whether to throw it or not. Pump fake, jump
yeah,
up.
intended for, I believe, Luke Roeder.
Kind of just threw it in a dead zone in between both receivers. They were kind of both open, but that, speaking of dead zone, that's exactly the dead zone I was describing about a quarter ago around the 50-yard line, because there's no point in punting it's an especially hard kick for the punter because they have to deal with, you know, the backspin and preventing the touchback. But it's also a good opportunity to try to, you know, let one deep, especially with how this Rossview offense has been struggling today. Snaps it. Another man in motion. They love the motion man. And that's me. Number 12, Damani Wilson. Gain of about 3 or 4. Second and 8 for the Rossview Eagles. Snaps it. They don't use it. Oh, and it is knocked down. That is number 82 again. Caleb Woods is all filling in the Eero spot perfectly. It's like a clone, basically. He gets up there in his grills and knocks it down. There's going to be another 3rd down for your Dragons defense. Clock has stopped at 1 minute and 4 seconds. Ball is on the 47-yard line. Dragons line getting fired up here.
Town of Collierville.
Another man in motion.
QB draw. He has a little bit of room. Taken down by A.J. Greenbutt after the 1st down.
That's something rare that we don't see a lot for this Rossview offense is a 1st down. You don't take for granted how often you see these 1st downs, but you know, watching this offense, you might after tonight. Snaps it. He's going to try to unload deep. It is going to be almost picked off
again by number 31, Kylan Holmes.
That was just a bad location for the quarterback. His target was number 5, Cole Crockett, on the side there. Kylan Holmes, number 31. He's the man who pulled in the interception. Number 5 interceptions himself.
5 interceptions himself.
Or it would be interception 5. I'm sorry for the native Spanish speakers. As that's going to leave us with a 2nd and 10 jumbo formation out here. And it's going to be another quarterback draw, and it is working here. And he's going to dive forward for maybe a 1st down. Looks like they are working with this. They're being content with not passing it, and that is something we obviously see with the Rossview Eagles is they don't pass the ball, and that's perfectly okay. I mean, offenses succeed. You see in college like Army and Navy, they succeed with running the ball a lot.
Yeah, final timeout for Rossview though.
That's because there's 26.5 seconds left on this clock.
So will they bring out their 18-year-old kicker? He's listed as a senior. How many times has he taken the senior year? I don't know. But yeah, that guy, full beard, full facial hair.
Stop. Dragons defense. Set to get out here. They will add 2 seconds onto the clock.
Going to 28. And they set it to 2.8 instead of 28.4. So they lose 20 seconds on the timeout.
20-second runoff. Ooh, now it's 8 minutes.
Now they gain.
Gain 7.5 minutes. There you go.
There it is, 28.4. They got it. And you imagine they take a shot here.
Hand it off, and there's a lot of pressure behind his back.
And he does take a shot. I believe caught by Rossview inside the 15 to the 12. And he gets out of bounds, which will stop the clock because we are inside of 2 minutes. Got it again.
Ooh.
They got him to jump. Awaiting the call here. They did get him to jump completely. Encroachment.
Getting a little too aggressive there on the defensive line.
Caleb Woods is upset with that call. Or not Caleb Woods, Caleb Reed. right next to each other now on the D-line. But yes, Caleb Reed was upset, jumped up. Defense. Oh yeah, they're chanting. This is the loudest this place has been in a long time.
And honestly, it's not, fully packed out.
It's not fully packed, but the people, it's all the season ticket holders here in the maroon chairs. Fumble. Who jumps on it? Is that Woods again? Is that Caleb Woods again?
I can tell you who brought him down. That's number 23, Tristan Ewell, again.
And Caleb Woods, I believe that's the same duo. Tristan Ewell fumble, Caleb Woods recovery.
Is this a new dynamic duo in Collierville? Tristan Ewell, Caleb Woods. Oh, and they're going to call it for Rossview.
Oh, man. They said he was down. They're saying run the clock. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be another encroachment. And he's not happy about it.
Yeah. Caleb messed this up last time. Reed who is number 50. And, they talked about before the game being sportsmanlike and not heckling and refraining from yelling at officials.
The Collierville crowd is not like this.
Calls and they're raining down with booze from this crowd. And this lady has a megaphone. Has a megaphone and is yelling at the refs.
With that penalty, it does give them one more play for the Rossview team.
For the field goal. It is up. And I believe it is good. They get on the board before it ends, and more boos rain down from the Dragon fans. End of the first half. Dragons 28. Hawks 30. Domination so far from Collierville. Rossview not seeming to get anything going. No offense nor defense being able to do anything so far.
Yeah, Colton, with this first half, I think we can say that Collierville took them to domination station pretty much, because it has been lackluster on the Rossview side of things, lackluster defense and lackluster offense.
Yeah.
But honestly, what can a defense do against a 4-touchdown man?
Yeah, I mean, when you have Hampton just running on you every single play, and you can't stop it.
At some point, you can only do so much before you succumb to. I believe we're giving a guesstimate here. It's over 100 yards. You think? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I believe so.
Around
maybe 80 something.
80 yards, 4 touchdowns.
I mean, if you're the Rossview head coach, and we got his name here somewhere. If you are Todd Hood, coaching these Rossview Hawks, what are you talking about at halftime? Hey guys, we're horrible. We have not been able to throw, run, pass, receive, catch, play defense, stop the run, prevent anything, tackle. What do we do, guys?
I think it is going something like, hey, defensive line, let's
come
do
alive
our
now,
job.
guys.
Yeah.
Let's come alive. We are just 4 touchdowns away from a lead. Grant Baker, I think.
Yes, Grant Baker.
Kicking for tickets. He does something in soccer. Golf, yes.
Attaboy, Grant.
4 Grizzlies tickets.
All right. Come on, Grant. Oh.
For this kick, not only will he win 2 tickets to the Grizzlies, but if he makes this
$1 million.
He will also win $10 towards parking.
10.
Oh, what? Give him another one. Another one. Another one. Yes.
One more kick.
One more kick. One more kick.
Here we go, Grant Baker. The most exciting thing.
Oh, you gotta.
Oh, here we go. Grant Baker, 10. for parking, as well as Grizzlies tickets.
I think
He
I
lines up the kick.
hope the announcer knows that $10
Dead
is
middle.
not going to get you enough for parking.
No, really not. But they got an angle on it. Pressure on. Baker, second kick attempt. It is up. Wide right again.
Oh, my gosh.
Right again, wide right again. Grant, thanks so much for coming out and giving it a
Wide
shot.
right, a Bengals fan's worst nightmare.
Thanks so much.
Or a Bills fan's worst
Oh, they
nightmare.
gave him the tickets anyway.
Oh, man.
What are we teaching? Failure does not equal success. Take the tickets away. He missed it twice. He got 2 chances.
Well, we're not giving him the parking. So.
Yeah, no $10. Pay the $35. And we will be back shortly after this halftime show. I'm sure they got something planned. Doesn't look like it, though. It looks like it might just be probably the cheerleaders. But, yeah, band is on break and everything, but we'll go on mute, and we will be back shortly to break down the first half and kick off this second half.
Richie, is there any immediate danger?
Colton, we have more games on the docket?
More games on the docket. They got two balls full of air so far. And, you know, we're going to get some rolling. And we are off there racing. He's being pushed, and the Larry Bird, on his head, pushing him past the 50. Do they have to go back? No, he gets out, and he sprints back. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Oh, what a comeback win. On a technicality, they got across the 50 faster, but they got out of the ball, and they didn't realize they had to get back, both of them, on a foot race.
Hey, you know what? Seeing as how this is our first ever Hampton Ball Challenge,
Oh, hold on. We should be heading.
that was a pretty impressive roll by both of you guys. We're going to give all 4 tickets to you guys. Great job.
Oh, man, they get 4 tickets. We are just handing out Grizzlies tickets.
Yeah, this is the money that we need to go to our school programs. Very critical of the athletic coordinator here. What are we doing? What are we doing here, guys?
Kagan is hating on the school funding.
Guys,
Where is our money going to? This is what our tax dollars.
what are we doing here?
Public school systems handing out free Grizzlies
Right.
tickets to people who lose the competition.
It's America. This isn't about handouts.
Yeah, why even say this is for the winner when everyone's going to get it anyway? Just be like, play this game, get free tickets.
I'm outraged. I can't. This is not acceptable.
This is outrageous. What are we teaching it? That's like allowing Rossview to move on to the next round here for losing the game.
I don't know, man. This is a pretty bad loss. I don't even know if the best of
Man,
the kindest of people will allow
the
them
next
to move on.
one, that was a crazy game. And like I had pulled up earlier, I will now check the scores of the other games. Houston was not loading, So hopefully that's good now.
Oh, wow. Looks like it's going to be a deep deficit for Clarksville, I believe. They're playing Houston. Yeah, it's 35-0.
No, Clarksville is not playing Houston. Clarksville's playing Germantown.
Who's playing Houston?
Houston's playing some like something county. Let me figure it out.
Yeah, I think they're crushing them.
Yeah, they are not good. Houston, Dickinson County, 35-0.
Well, unfortunately, the Mustangs survived to see another day.
Bartlett
Unfortunately.
will take down Kirkwood, and Germantown, Clarksville is still 3-0. You are really hoping for these Germantown Devils to get, a win here.
Can I get a T-shirt, please? Let's see if Connor will get. Oh.
Can't talk on the mic. Hoping one of his family members comes away with a T-shirt here.
They're throwing T-shirts in the stands. I really want one. Man, they don't give us any love over here.
Right here. Going up.
Oh, incomplete. just like a Rossview player. Do you have a T-shirt? Yes!
Got a T-shirt.
We secured a T-shirt, guys.
Ortho Clinic. We got a T-shirt. One goal that we were hoping to accomplish. Caden, get one for yourself. Get one for yourself right here.
T-shirt.
No, you have to wave them down. Wave it.
T-shirt. Yes! 2 T-shirts.
2 T-shirts. Me and Caden, T-shirts. Biggest accomplishment of the game.
Yeah, I don't even care about it.
Dragons will move on, but we got our T-shirts. Miss Roberts gets one.
Everyone
as well.
gets a T-shirt.
It's got like every sponsor we got on here. On both sides. Joint XL Campbell Clinic, Ortho Clinic, Orthopedics shirt. You will catch me wearing this everywhere I go. Excel Performance and Wellness, Campbell Clinic, and Ortho Clinic. T-shirts for everybody.
Think there's any beef between the clinics? Campbell and
man,
Ortho?
Campbell and Ortho? No, Campbell you got to work on, like, that's like where I went to see about like my shoulder and stuff for injuries, and Ortho's more like the teeth and dental.
No. Not.
Ortho Clinic is not a... Dude, Jack, oh my bad, I was saying this out loud. Producer Jackson, he texted us, he was like, talk about the games. Let us know we are on that. We have texted about all of the games so far. I mean, we have talked about all of the games. We know Houston is up. Clarksville's up 3-0, and if Germantown wins, we get a host. We've been talking about it, and we are hoping for a Germantown win. Hopefully they can come back and beat this Clarksville team, who is a solid team. They are undefeated, 10-0, just like last year. But, you know, only so much you can do. And you hope these Dragons can host again. I mean, Houston-Collierville playoff game. That is what we are all looking forward to at this point. Make the drive out to Clarksville next weekend?
I don't know.
Instead of
Depends on whatever.
be in Nashville on Sunday, instead of leaving Saturday to get up to Nashville, go Friday to Clarksville,
Yes.
watch the game.
Me and Colton are avid Minnesota Vikings fans, so we are going to be attending the game. And
Well, there's nothing to talk about. We find cool stuff to talk about.
of course, we don't like downtime here.
No,
at
no
Collierville.
downtime here at Collierville Dragon Media.
Landers Sports Stadium.
At Landersford Stadium, but Collierville Dragon Media, we keep y'all entertained.
Do you think I can get this T-shirt up to my mom?
Oh man, hold on.
Where is she? Guys, I'm trying to throw a T-shirt to my mom. Where is she?
Tell him to come like on the stairs. You can make it to there. Caden will line up for a deep pass here. Caden might as well
Picture.
picture real quick.
All right. We're basically famous.
And
Everyone's asking for our picture.
tell him to back up. Tell him to back up.
No, perfect. Right there. Oh.
Oh, don't give it to the kid.
No, I
Caden.
got to give it to the kid.
Don't give it to the kid, Caden. No.
Oh!
No.
Sorry.
No.
Guys, I
Caden, man.
had to give it to the
There
kid.
goes your ortho clinic, Campbell Clinic.
Dang it. Wait, no, I just realized they gave up the Ortho Clinic shirt.
Axel Performance and Wellness, Collierville Dragons joint T-shirt.
Dang it.
Something that you will not see again
I'm-
until next year's
I will-
sponsors need
I
their
will
money.
never see that. Dang it.
The sponsors go, where is our money going towards? And we say, look at this amazing T-shirt with every sponsor on it.
No, we're going to Grizzlies tickets.
Oh,
Golly.
yes, that as well. The Grizzlies tickets that we give out to people who lose competitions.
We should have. Oh, Caleb John.
Yeah, getting a little chillier out here so far.
If only I had an Ortho 1 t-shirt.
If only I had an Ortho 1 T-shirt.
Dang it. I know. I saw.
Yeah, Ortho 1 T-shirts come in handy. Huge shout out to Ortho 1 and the Campbell Clinic. Plug the sponsors as much as we can here. Yeah, Collierville Dragons are handling business, as one would say. Connor, go back up there. I'll throw you this T-shirt. Hey, Connor, go like halfway up the stairs.
No.
And I'm going to launch one, and I might have an old guy yell at me after this one flies out of my hand, because I will send this one. It is wrapped up nicely. I rubber band it. Ortho 1.
Ortho 1. Sending you high in performance.
Someone in the stands will get this T-shirt.
We got t-shirt to the face. It'll actually be comforting the way that Ortho 1 comforts you after an injury.
Ooh, man. Way to give a shout-out to the sponsors.
I better getting paid for this.
Man, yeah, tell me about it.
All right.
Connor bumps into some baseball kid.
Cash money. Oh, no.
Dude, I'm going to need you to
Going
announce
up
this.
there. All right. Connor Landry going way too many rows up. All right. Oh, my gosh. He's going to get. All right. There's someone behind Connor. Oh, my gosh. We're going up there. Oh, my gosh. Oh! It's caught. He overchucks him just a little bit, but they haul it in.
By a lot. I did not think it was going to fly that well. I thought it was going to, like...
Oh, yeah, because you're just such a cannon.
No, not even that.
Get him on the field.
I'm just like, I'm going to throw this hard, like I'd underthrow him, because I feel like it wasn't going to travel well. I didn't realize how, like, tightly I had it balled up.
Aerodynamic.
Yeah, man, I did not study that class.
I also want to give a shout-out to the awareness that those people had in the stands.
Man, who even caught it? Was that...
Don't even know. Boom!
Yeah, pulled the bow and arrow back. I just had a... No, that was on a lot. I mean, that thing went pretty far. And I'm going to have to ice my shoulder when I go home.
As the Dragons will march back out in the field with a 28-3 lead. A minute and a half left until the second half will start. We're going to go over some keys to what happened, a recap of the first half. It was really just John Happ writing the script. I mean, he's basically a playwright. He's out there, 4 touchdowns. We're going to guesstimate because we don't have these stats, about 100 yards.
Yeah.
It has been a shutdown for the defense.
Yeah, steel curtain.
Yes. Lockdown on the lake. You have only let up a field goal, and it was really...
Off the penalty.
Yeah, it wasn't...
Encroachment.
It was like 3 encroachments. We're just getting aggressive out there.
Really are. This Collierville Dragons team.
If Germantown loses,
we travel to Clarksville.
we will travel to Clarksville.
We want a Germantown win. Oddly enough, is what I was saying.
Yeah,
We
I
want
don't think those words have ever came from my mouth
I mean, maybe Germantown just for like seating and stuff, but Houston never. I do not care what it depends on. Houston, man.
Maybe we're like, oh, we want Germantown to win because we feel sympathetic because they lose so much. I never had to say better. Wow, wow, wow. Ba, 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 ba. Boom, 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 boom. The band is playing Hey Baby out there in the stands. Hey baby.
Perfect knowledge here from Caden.
Right. Ba, 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 ba. Hey baby. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba.
And man.
Ba, 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 ba.
First basket.
Kelly Oubre.
Who?
Oubre. And the ball is off.
We are underway. Second half. Collierville Dragons.
Second half of playoff football starts now. Bang. Ooh, did it go through the uprights?
That'd be crazy impressive.
That would be crazy impressive. My goodness gracious.
Bang. For all y'all wondering, Kelly Oubre Jr. first plus the bucket. 76ers tonight versus the Lakers.
Hey, baby.
Bum.
Colton, you have any more Spanish words? I feel like we follow a theme. Like last against Arlington, it was funny names. I feel like we got.
Oh man, yeah. Bilingual me. Me amo Colton. Welcome back to the broadcast.
Wrapped up.
Como te amas next to Caden.
That was not right whatsoever.
What? That's like, what's your name?
Yeah.
How do I say like his or her name is? That's some word.
El Yama or Yami.
El llamo Caden alongside Como te amas Colton.
That's still not right.
Alongside me amo Colton. My name is Colton.
Why don't you say Colton?
Me amo Colton. Yeah. See?
Why are you saying my name? My name is Caden alongside my name is Colton.
Because that's how Spanish works, Caden.
Okay. Third down for the Dragons.
Man, yeah.
What an exhilarating game we have here. Let's go defense is what's being chanted in the stands right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want, really, is that defense. Oof, little gust of wind here. Shivers.
Audibles are being called.
There we go.
Surprise! Yeah, I was about to say,
Beautiful
surprise! There's a
camera.
man in motion. Oh man, the pressure gets to him.
Caught by, holy crap, that guy is big. No, not in like a bad way. I'm just saying that is dude, that guy is. Goodness gracious, that guy is gigantic. because, man, he came on the camera and
Number
he got,
Houston, number 0, Houston Herbert.
Houston Herbert Sr. Do they got his height on here? No, they don't. They have other people's heights, but not his. Probably because he's like 6'8".
6'8", 280. Oh my!
Dude,
He's a beast. He's a big man.
6'8", 340, coming across the field, tight end.
And they're gonna have to. They're forced to punt it. Almost blocked again. They're getting close.
Yeah, Collierville had a punt block against Houston to set them up with great field position, which gave them their first and only touchdown of the game.
And that will leave the Dragons around midfield for 1st and 10, led out by their commander-in-chief, Grant Troutman.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's
Yeah, maybe they put in the backup. Could that happen? No, it would be Troutman out there.
well, that and I was saying commander-in-chief. This game, John Hampton.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Here we go. Ooh, and they don't run it. That's a screen.
Luke Roeder, taken down. Go back to running, guys, please.
I mean, you might as well with those screens if the D-backs aren't playing aggressive, go for the screen. Yeah.
You got your one pass of the half, Troutman. Get back to handing that ball off. I mean, maybe they'll oh, man, back-to-back, another screen.
Third down
Intended for Palmer.
Sets up a 3rd down for the Dragons. And this is, again,
Go Dragons.
the dead zone.
Yeah, you don't want to punt, but
Might as well go for it.
Yeah, 28-3.
Your defense is crazy. But, I was going to say John Hampton won't leave any room for thoughts about a... Are they going to call it 1st down?
Nah,
No.
it's third. Third and probably about like 3, 4.
Oh, man.
Fake it.
They're going to send punt team out.
Have a little bit of fun and fake it.
Might as well. You never know when you actually need the fake.
Oh, here we go. Luke Roeder out to the left. AJ Green in the backfield, signaling ears. Yeah, he's signaling. Whatever. He says whatever. Line it up. And Riccone goes, not whatever. Timeout, Collierville.
You will listen to me.
AJ Green waves him off, and he's like, run it. And he goes, no.
So that makes me think, honestly, that they were trying to go for the fake, no?
Yeah, I mean,
they were
that's
trying
what
to
it
set
looks like.
something up.
And he goes, AJ Green goes, never mind, just run this.
The Pancake Shop, D&H Designs, Baptist Cancer Center, Wolf River Hospitality Group, and Elite Service. Thank you to our lead sponsors.
People in the crowd are just lovely.
And they are going to punt it. That was a beauty.
Bounces.
Oh,
my
that could have been
gosh.
good if the
Yeah.
gunner got there.
He has to be under that, man. You're on special teams. One thing you gotta know how to do.
Man, all right. Good punt. Beautiful punt. And that one,
Yeah, beautiful. Hits, bounces, slowly rolls into the end zone. That's your gunner's job to get there in time. Nice hang time too.
that will set up the Rossview Eagles at their own 20. And they'll be led out by Reed Bryant, senior quarterback. 4 wide, man in motion, common theme here. And that will be a short game.
Going nowhere.
Again, another common theme. I wish I could just point out all the common themes.
Kinda can,
Rossview not scoring. Rossview not getting any yards. Rossview turnovers. Seems common theme. Hey, baby.
Drops back, looking, throwing. Picked off again. Who's that? That is Luke Roeder, wide receiver, to the house. Puts the number 1 up in the air, Luke Roeder.
As if we couldn't get any more completeness on the offense, we decide, let's get some defensive touchdowns in there. Pick 6.
Yeah, Reed Bryant just lobs one up, puts so much air under it, gives the wide receiver, Luke Roeder, enough time to get under that ball, grab it, get a block, and he just takes the long way to the end zone, down the...
Might as well.
Yeah.
It's a time game at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he starts jogging down the end zone. Oh, turnover chain on Luke Roeder. They get the picture.
Ball
See
through
it.
the upright.
He gets both of them.
Well, good.
Give him 2 chains.
Chain for an interception, chain for a touchdown.
Luke Roeder, used to scoring on offense, says, let me try this out on defense. Dragons are flying all over the field.
Weren't we trying to establish this last time? What is a herd of dragons called?
Oh, man,
A
it was
pack?
something. No, it wasn't
No.
a pack. It was like a flight.
A squabble of dragons?
No, it was a flight.
A flight. Well, we need
It's
something.
lame, I
we
know.
need something
but
cooler.
that's what it is. I think it's like a...
I like a squabble. Squabble of Trotman smiling on the sideline, knowing.
And Clarksville, Germantown still 3-0. Ooh, here we go. Most recently at 8:29, Germantown long pass. They have it on Clarksville's 9-yard line. This is good hope for these Collierville Dragons.
8:29 was a minute ago, so that's very most recently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's 8 minutes left in our third quarter, and there's 4 minutes left in the Clarksville Germantown, probably because it's a low-scoring game. But, man, you got to be hopeful if you're Collierville. What is a pack of dragons called?
He's actually serious.
It's like a flight or something. It's
I
a thunder, a flight.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a flight.
don't know. A Thunder of Dragons sounds.
That's off of Facebook, Caden. The
Oh.
other one's off of Quora, so it's not much better.
I think we go with Thunder, even though I like Squabble, but I know it's not ferocious enough.
Someone on Facebook. Okay, so Fun Trivia calls it a weir.
Oh, what?
W-E-Y-R.
English term that appears to use
In
fantasy.
fantasy.
All right, I think we go with Thunder.
And
Oh man, you can tell we're in their heads. That's another unsportsmanlike conduct.
yeah, no kidding.
She's gonna back it
And
up.
that is something the Dragons have a common theme of doing against teams.
Common theme. It's like Caden Landry. It's like my motto. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says common theme.
Touchdown, Germantown. Thing that matters most. Passing touchdown, 14 yards, Jamin Bean. 7-3, Germantown. Something that we want to happen so we can be back here at home commentating, hopefully, another Dragons playoff game. Hand it off. A.J. Green coming in there, stopping motion. 3-yard pickup.
Colton, shout out, Principal Roger Jones on the sideline here.
Yeah.
He's the real leader here.
I see him at practices every once in a while, too, for the football team. He is very involved in this Dragons football team, hoping to watch them win a state title.
It's a good principal right there. As that'll leave 2nd and 6, I believe. 2 men in motion. Tackle on the tight end. That'll leave the quarterback all out in the backfield, and it's going to be an option run. Or sorry, a quarterback
Runs
run.
over him, not afraid of contact. A.J. Green takes him down. And that is Braden Benanez. Tyler was trying to make fun of me over there, our sound engineer, how I say it. And it wasn't nice, so I'm trying to correct it, but I'm not sure. Santi Banez.
We'll get an interview with him and see how he says it.
Santi Banez.
I don't know.
But
Seems
that doesn't sound right. I like Santa Bananas. But it sounds like bananas, and it's not that. It's Banez. It's B-A-N-E-Z.
I don't know.
Is how it ends.
Well, he's warming up here on the sideline, so we could see some.
No, he was on the field, man.
Oh, sorry.
Safety, right there. Safety.
Yes,
He plays both.
that's my fault. I'm
Braden
sorry.
Santabanez. I'm going Santabanez.
Kason Stanford is, sorry, I stand correct. Kason Stanford's warming up on the sideline here at
He has a
quarterback.
passing touchdown this year, one, tied with Luke Roeder, who also has a passing touchdown. Clarksville has the ball on their own 35-yard line. This is what we are looking for right now. 7-3 Germantown. We want them to hold on to this lead so we can host another playoff game.
This is what we live for, Germantown
no,
football.
yeah, this is what we want right now. This is way more important than the rest of this Rossview game.
Ooh,
As Rossview,
big run.
yeah, man, never mind. I mean, they take it past the 45. He signals first down right in front of our sideline and looks at our coaches. It's like, and they're bringing him back off a flag. So he does all that, showboats in front of our sideline.
Yeah.
Holding.
Bring it back.
Yeah, look at the offensive lineman right here, trying to on our team, imitating him. He's going. He said he imitated the first down that he pointed at, and then he goes, "Get back, get back, get back." 37 on our team. Who is that? Jackson Spires. 66 on our team. Tyler Sane. He's a freshman.
Stucky, the ball carrier. Tackled at the 19-yard line. Check that 21-yard line.
Germantown is now up 7-3. If we win, do we get to broadcast another? Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
So-
we'd love to see you for another football game.
Yeah, we were talking about just trying to confirm. Yeah, he should pay for it again if Germantown wins, because they're up now. They just got a touchdown updated.
Oh, almost intercepted. Oh,
38 out there.
I don't know who.
Joseph Myers.
Oh,
Ryan's
man.
pass broken up by number 31,
31. Sorry.
Kylan Holmes. That'll bring up 4th down and long for the Hawks.
Score update 35-3. I'm sure you see it on the screen. 3.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Fortunately, the fourth quarter with a lead this big will just be running. So we should get you home soon, folks, who are sitting on your couch right now. Very happy, I hope. Unless you're a Rossview fan, then
No, yeah, this game's over.
see you.
There's probably not many Rossview fans watching this game left.
See you next season.
Nice punt. Jeez, that ball high up in the air.
But honestly, it wasn't really that much yardage to it.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I mean, actually, that's like a little 35-yard punt there.
Caden, what was that?
Little 35-yard punt there.
Want to go back to your normal voice?
Sorry, little 35-yard punt there.
Clipping that when I get home, I can tell you that. 35-yard punt there. From his own 5, Dragons take over at the 40.
Number 14, Kason Stanford in a quarterback.
And that is junior Kason Stanford
There you go.
coming in at quarterback.
That's a good feeling most of the time. Most of the time, it's a good feeling at quarterback when you do so good.
I mean, usually he gets like a drive to play. They're giving him the whole quarter. High
High
snap
snap.
again. Keeps it on the draw. Getting yardage. Puts his helmet down. This kid has heart in him, I can tell you that, from playing lacrosse with him.
Number 14,
He has a lot of grit and determination.
across the 30-yard
I think the center's going to be mad because he's not going to be throwing to a 6'4" guy anymore.
No,
Or
yeah,
snapping
they
a
gotta
6'4" guy anymore.
Start snapping it to 5'10".
Which isn't short by any means, by the
No,
way.
it's
just-
short for a
it's-
quarterback.
well, but it's not Grant Trout.
Yeah, I'm just saying, no, for a quarterback,
Oh, yes,
5'10"
yes,
is very short. He will probably never snap to a 5'10" guy again in his life. If he does, like,
Ooh, off the edge. Oh, it gets
pop
lit up. Oh, my.
Rossview drops it.
And that's a testament to how Rossview's defense has been all game.
Yeah, that sums up Rossview.
All,
They had about 7 seconds of air time.
yeah, all day to get that one, and he still couldn't haul it in.
It was like trying to fair catch a ball and you just muff it. Right through his hands. Kason Stanford again. Staying out there. I mean, between him and Santabanez. I'm sorry. I was going to say Braden from now on. My bad. Got him to jump
Nice.
Automatic first down. Should be.
That's like the fourth encroachment
they
call
redo
this
second
game.
down. Redo. They don't do automatic first down.
Can we just talk about the state of our school to be handing out tickets like that?
Yeah, man.
Man,
Grizzlies
what are we
tickets.
doing? All these T-shirts too. What are we?
And you got to up prices have come to this high school
I know,
game.
man.
Used to be like $7.
Golly, what are
Now
they
it's
doing
like
here?
11.
By the way, these are all jokes. These are a very, very well-run athletic team here.
Yeah.
Hand off.
And he just keeps the feet moving to the 16-yard line.
Man, what is this? 74. What is he doing? For Rossview, he's just getting mad. And honestly, I hope.
Sorry you're going home.
Did
man.
they throw the flag?
Yeah.
He's basically slammed his face mask into the other guy. Don't know how he's gonna defend his argument here.
Trying to talk to the ref. It's like, man, you got a 5-hour bus ride home. I'd save all your energy. I mean, it's not going to be a fun 5-hour bus ride.
As this will wind the clock down.
They're all holding up
Whoa,
fours.
whoa, whoa! They're gonna call a flag on the Dragons?
What are they holding up?
Lady at number 70 on the offense. First down.
Man,
What?
okay. Missed call by the refs here. I'm
Why
sure
are-
it was
they're
a
all
flag.
holding up a 4 on the
Fourth quarter.
sideline. Oh, yeah.
The result of the play was a first down for the penalty.
Took me a minute. I'm like, man, I didn't even see the clock run out, but I'd assume it had probably been running the whole time.
Yeah.
They've been 35 to 3. 4 rushing touchdowns for John Hampton. And now you got, obviously, the pick 6 by Luke Roeder. Back again. Right here on the sideline. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Man, are we gonna fund this one with the Grizzlies tickets too? Just 1,000. Oh, Stan Joyner! Collierville's amazing mayor. He is actually giving up office this year after being he's been our mayor since 2008 actually. So he has been here through all the Dragons ups and downs. And he is actually a Dragon alumni.
Do you need some help?
And they show his picture, his high school photo up on the big screen. He will go down as a Dragon legend.
I think we got us a winner. Let's give it up for these 2 people that lead the
Stan Joyner?
Thank you so much.
Mayor Stan Joyner.
Stan Joyner, man.
Collierville Dragon fans.
Mayor for
Joyner and number
16 years.
Joyner.
Hope he lives a good retirement.
I'm gonna shake this guy's hand. I want to shake his hand.
Mayor.
Mayor.
Hi. Good.
Commentating the game, sir. Man, what a cool man. Love him already.
And there goes the flag.
They saw something.
Number 29, Eric Eli on the carry. Pick up a 5. There is a flag down.
Stan Joyner, 41. Fun fact. Or number 41. Who's 41 right now? Who's carrying on that legacy?
Landon Kitchen.
Landon Kitchen. Carrying on the Stan Joyner legacy.
That's a big name to live up, Mr. Kitchen. live up to.
we were laughing about it because Landon Kitchen is in our grade. Dude, don't mute yourself, man. It's funny at this point. I'm wondering why we're laughing at.
Landon Kitchen's going to be a future starter for the
Yeah.
Dragons.
Who's carrying on this? Because let's see, Landon Kitchen.
The goat Landon Kitchen. No.
The way Caden said it is what got me laughing. First of the half for Rossview. Clock stops at 11:03.
Man, Rossview, just come on, just let it run out. You guys are down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Try to
time
get
is
home as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Plug Ortho 1 even more.
Yes.
convenient at this area locations. For fast, that's the Ortho 1
Ba,
department.
ba, 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 da, da. Oh, my bad.
We also want to recognize
Ba, da, da, ba, ba, da, da, ba, 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 da, da, ba. Ba, da, 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 ba, ba, da, da, ba, 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 da, da, ba.
Ooh, man.
Getting some updates on the other games here.
8:43 touchdown pass or touchdown rush from James Derpley, Clarksville.
Clarksville 10, Germantown 7.
10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Let me see if I can get this game on YouTube somewhere. I know they live streamed the playoff game last year.
Stanford takes a snap, and it's just going to be a run to, who do you know? John Hampton. You know him well because he's been on the charity stripe 4 times now. So
Here it is. It's a live high school football, Middle Tennessee Youth Sports. We will have it live, I believe.
perfect.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This
It'll
is
be-
where the Dragons won their first round playoff game last year on the road
This is
in
where-
Clarksville.
Ironically, this is where Grant Troutman got his first action.
Yeah,
we go.
actually.
Woo. 2 men in motion. He's got someone in the back of the end zone. Oh!
Looking for the tight end, Marshall Smith.
That is the second time he's been close to a tutty.
Was that
Ooh.
Stanford again? Man, yeah. They're looking to get him some reps for next year. He is supposed to be the starter.
That was almost a beautiful play by Smith.
And I believe Germantown has it 1st and 10. And they're moving too. They're in Clarksville's 43. You will probably be hearing more commentary from me about this game because this is what matters for next week and more Dragons football at home.
Right. The score being 35-3. You're looking to the future now. This game is in your windshield. Oh, oh my gosh. I like the aggressiveness from Stanford. He's airing it out. He had him in the back corner. He saw him a little bit too late there on the corner route. And if he would have had it in time, it probably would have been a beautiful touchdown. Good spiral. And that'll send out, I believe, the kicking team.
Bring up 4th down and 9.
Yes, that'll bring out the kicking team.
Incomplete for Germantown. Man, they got a replay system, but a flag was thrown in the backfield. That's a cool replay system.
Trying to get an eye on the kick here.
Yeah, pass interference for them. Litton up, drills, bang, good.
Hits the just misses.
Misses the scoreboard. Up
Yeah.
and good, 38-3. He is automatic.
You know
Pass
he's
interference on the Wildcats for Clarksville. Germantown takes the pass
he's good when
over his head.
when we're talking about if he's missing the scoreboard or not.
Yeah.
Which is about an extra, I would say, 15
So-
yards.
Germantown has it on Clarksville's 42, 2nd and 10 with 9:30 left. Both teams got all 3 timeouts.
Let's go. The Devils, right?
Dude, it keeps on going offline. Just got to keep on refreshing it.
Man, what is the state of our world right now where this has to go offline?
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Germantown once again
Man in
Got
motion,
him
got him
jump.
to jump.
should be on the Wildcats. 5 yards, 2nd and 5, hopefully.
Ball is up. And ball. Ooh, it's short.
He slides for it. His knee hits. They mark him down at the 6. Got him on that technicality.
Kick by number 83.
Big mistake now. Yeah, down at the 6. Camera shot there on 5. Santa Banyas.
Santa Banya.
Banyas.
Banyas.
Santa Banyas. Fine. Here we go. Germantown 2nd and 5. Keeps on freezing, man. My Wi-Fi is not loading a whole lot. This is a huge game for the Dragons.
Spazzing.
Yeah.
Dragons line up 4 in the box. 2 middle linebackers. Look like they're running a 4-2-5. And it is going to be number 11
Got room.
bouncing it out to the
Number
left
11,
side.
Chris Johnson, CJ2K.
You know, he hasn't really lived up to the CJ2K name.
Taking
This
down
game.
3rd and 6 now. Man, this would be horrible for them to give up this field position on the 38 because you definitely cannot kick, like a 53-yarder. They'd probably just end up going for it. You're hoping to convert here. Looks. Takes it himself.
Pressure.
Should
I'm
be
talking
a
about
first.
Okay. We're not announcing the Germantown game.
I know, but I'm kind of wanting to because this determines whether we announce another home game here. They give him the first down. Okay, I would lay off the Germantown game. Just highlight the big plays, but that game is highly important as there is 7 minutes left here. You know, in our playoff game, but the winner will Collierville will end up playing one of these two teams.
Chris Johnson bounces out to the left again, and he's going to be wrapped down by the left arm by number 2, AJ Green, captain, D-back, and tight end of this team. They're just lining up here. Clock does still run, so there's not much sense of urgency, especially with the score on the up there.
Looking, throwing deflected, incomplete.
Left end there, getting a hand up.
3rd and 6 now.
Third and 7 for the Rossview Eagles. All look at their play card on their wrists. Running back to his left, goes, hands it off, and he is
Chris
going.
Johnson nowhere, taken down. Number 32, Finnegan Coffee.
22, Patrick
No.
Bailey. It was number 22. Or 32 is not even on the field.
Neither is 22 right now.
Right there.
Fine.
Patrick Bellew comes down with that tackle. And are they bringing out the punt team?
Nah, we'll go for it probably. I mean,
no, they're bringing out the punt team.
why are you punting? I mean, I guess they accepted the loss. There's 5 minutes left, so, you know, it is fair.
With the clock running down, I'm sure we'll just, you know, as we've done all game, run, touchdown.
Germantown uses their first timeout with 6:34 left. Big 3rd
Good
and 5.
punt.
Fair caught by A.J. Green at the 43 of Collierville. My apologies. A.J. Green is now talking to Rossville, number 2, which is Hank Reeser. So number 2 to number 2 talk. A.J. Green's like,
obviously the more superior number 2, A.J. Green.
look at the scoreboard, man. You're down by 35.
Looks like we're giving some love to the some backups here.
Yeah, Braden Santamanias fumbles a snap.
Good recovery.
Yeah.
I
Kason Stanford opened it up with almost pick, and he opened up with an almost fumble.
The future in Collierville is bright, guys.
It really is. 2 quarterbacks. These two will be battling for the.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the off-season go-abouts happen.
No, yeah, because this year you knew Troutman was getting the job, and you didn't expect much. I mean, if we're being honest, we didn't expect much out of this year.
Like the Banez.
We expected all the seniors with all these D1 scholarships, as well as Joakim Dotson leaving. We expected all of it to, you know, just be like a transition year. No.
Right.
This year was better than last year, and we are exceeding expectations by a lot. And now we're kind of wondering the same thing that we were thinking last year. What's it going to be like going forward now for this Dragons team? You know, there's a lot to look at because you don't have a definite starter that you had last year. As Eric Ely, calling him Eli, Eric Eli takes it up the middle. First down. I mean, you got a lot of seniors on this team, too. Hampton senior, Germantown Devils, they get it inside the 20. Huge play by the Germantown to keep you updated on that game as Santabanez drops back. I hope Cason Stanford wins a starting job next year just because of the name pronunciation.
I hope whoever does better in the offseason wins it.
No,
personally.
give it to Cason Stanford.
No,
I don't want
we're
him to
not.
say Santabanez every time he takes a snap.
Run down to the 28-yard line, 29-yard line, 2nd down and 4.
Clock down to 2 minutes now. 2 minutes.
Yeah, clock down to just under 6 in this Germantown game. We will not be able to provide you the final results, but that game is also live on YouTube.
Handoff. Sure, they will just take as much time off now.
Number 29, Eric
Jaden Majors on the sideline celebrating.
I believe Germantown just got a crazy touchdown. Lobs it up. He goes tip drill. He dives and catches it for Germantown off of the wide receiver's hands. And then they also, another guy goes and gets it. Touchdown Germantown, 14-10. Huge, huge play by these Germantown Red Devils. As the crazies, as well as the whole student section, clears out to make their way towards the end zone to rush the field and watch who else but John Hampton ring the bell.
Colton, it's nice, you know, you haven't had a playoff win here in, what, 3 years?
I wake up in a cold sweat. Ooh. Well, dude, you're going to hear it right after this game. Cold, cold,
Yeah.
cold, cold.
Glad I'm going home. Nice warm bed with a Dragons victory.
But one thing you are missing is that Ortho Campbell Clinic shirt.
Yeah, man, I wish I kind of had that back.
Go ask for it. Final knee. Your Collierville Dragons. Huge game, John Hampton. The way it's looking, we will see you guys next week for another home playoff game as long as Germantown holds on to this lead. Under 6 minutes left. Germantown with the lead. Collierville looking to continue their home playoff run and their undefeated home playoff, undefeated home record this year against the Germantown Red Devils.
You can't win.
Fireworks.
Can't win when you're at Landers Ford
2,
Stadium.
3. Number 3, John Hampton, 3 fireworks shot off.
Right, but it wasn't 4 fireworks, it was 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and the pick 6
And the pick 6.
by Luke Roeder. Dragons win. That is your final here at Landers Ford Field in Collierville. Your Collierville Dragons, 38. Rossview Hawks, 3. Thank you for joining us on an amazing live stream. I encourage you to go check out that Germantown game, which is live if you Google Clarksville versus Germantown on YouTube. We will be hoping to see you next week and commentate for another Dragons home playoff game. Wish you all a good night. And go
See you later.
Dragons.
Go Dragons.
Go Dragons.